Good morning. So I was recording and I thought I was being recorded and I wasn't. So what I was saying is that making some pancakes, and I have a couple ingredients that I want to use. I have some 1 cup of rolled oats. I don't know if you can see that. That's rolled oats, and this is 1 cup. I used 1 cup. I've put it in the vitamix, and then I was blending it, and I've finished blending it out into a powdery, I don't know if you can see that, comes out like flour. And now what I'm doing is I'm going to transfer it into our bowl to mix it. There's some stuff that's stuck in here, so I just wanted to get it out. The debris. Alright. This is what came out. So we have the oats. See, now it's like floury. Let's clean this off a bit. We'll clean up after. So now in a separate bowl, I'm going to crack 1 egg. And the reason why I'm doing that is for I'm cracking the egg separately. I'm taking the yolk out. So I'm going to take the yolk out the egg. And there you have it. Right? We're separating the white from the yolk. Let's add all the, what I would say, dry ingredients, and we're just going to add the egg yolk in here. So I'm not gonna use, I'm back. I went to get some cinnamon. I have like my cinnamon. I'm not gonna measure it. I'm just gonna eyeball about, let's see, 1 teaspoon. I would say I'm gonna use about ½ a teaspoon. And a pinch of salt. Now, we have a few bananas. I'm going to mush them up in the Vitamix. While that's going, I'm going to whisk my egg whites to a fluff. I'm using a fork, but if you have a whisk, you can use the whisk. I would put it in the kitchen to right now. Oh, this is a little bit. So I'm going to get them really fluffy and nice. And it's supposed to be to like a stiff peak. And I'm using this technique that I learned from a blog, and because I don't have any baking powder, and I was wondering, should I substitute the baking powder for some baking soda instead? And in baking, they work a little differently. You know, like certain things are used for leavens, and I don't know if that's what it's for. Now, if you have a whisk, you can use a whisk. See, I'm going to do it until it gets to a stiff peak. I would put it in the KitchenAid like I said, but I'm not going to because it's just one egg yolk and it's not necessary. Whew. It's a little bit like, and I don't have a whisk at the moment, so that's why I'm doing it like this. So after I've done that, I put it to the side. I'm gonna take the bananas out, and I'm gonna add it to what's already in here. So it's like, voila. Now, get some milk. I'm just going to add a bit of baking soda because I don't have any baking powder. And I want to see if this will help it to give it some volume. And we're going to add a little bit of vanilla essence. Right here, so I have some vanilla essence. I would say give it take about a half a teaspoon. We don't want to overpower it. A little bit more. And I know I'm adding the wet ingredients to the dry. It's usually you add the dry to the wet, but hey. And we're going to add a little, this is olive oil. I would say about, not much, because olive oil, believe it or not, this one has a little garlicky to it. I use it for my salads, and yeah, I can already smell it. So. Instead, I'm going to get some butter. Usually what I would do is melt the butter, which I should do. I'm gonna melt it in a, we're gonna just melt it for a little bit, and I can't, you know why? Because I'm already using up all the plugs. So I'm not going to use the microwave. I have a pot of hot water that I've been boiling, and I put the bowl in there. So the steam from the hot water is actually, see that? It's going to do that job. I'm just going to add put a lid over that, and then that's what's going to be. Now, after we get the butter out, we're gonna keep whisking our egg whites. So while the butter is being melted, I'm getting the egg whites to a stiff peak. You don't want it runny, you want it like, when you take the fork out, it shouldn't be runny like that. Okay, so the butter is melted. We kind of did it just like what they would do with chocolate. Ooh, yes, it's hot. Now we're going to fold it all in. See how it is? I don't know if you can see that. Oh, and milk. I'm gonna get a little milk. I would say it's not even, that's not even a third, I think. What's this size? This is a 1/3 cup, and this is about, the amount of milk I put is about half of a 1/3. So there it is. We may need just a third of milk. So I'm gonna put another half in here and see what transpires. Okay. So I would say about a 1/3 cup of milk. Yes, perfecto. And it's very stiff. So we'll need a little bit more than that. So we'll put another 1/3 cup of milk and see how it goes. Okay, so 2/3 cups of milk. Perfect. Ah, that's beautiful. I may need a little bit more cinnamon in there, because I want to be able to smell the cinnamon. Just a little bit more. So definitely 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And now we're going to add our egg whites, which is, now see how that is here? Do you see? Now this is what you will consider stiff peak. And the reason why we did that is so that they will get fluffy. There you go. I don't know if you can see that. And when you fold it in, it's supposed to become really beautiful. It's really happening, where it feels less gooey and very light and fluffy and just perfect. And The banana is very ripe, so I used one of them. It's supposed to give it enough sweetness for your pancakes. And that's how you make the batter. Now, I'm going to transfer this to the stove and get them cooking, and I will show you how they turned out in the end. Took a bite out of it, as you can see, just to let you know how really good it is, and I'm breaking it off. These are really soft, moist, chewy. So good, packed with flavor. The camera, I don't know why the angle is not getting to the stove. This, I'm using a regular skillet. I've had it for over 10 years. And I'm gonna put about 2 to 3 tablespoons of it for the size of pancakes that I want. And okay, put it on the stove. I don't know if you can see, right? Because like I said, my angles are not really that great yet. And put it back, and we're gonna time how much minutes on each side. So just took this second one out. So I just wanted to see. I left it for like a minute or a minute and a half on each side. Golden brown and beautiful. And like I said, just soft to the touch, flaky. All soft, just like a regular pancake.